All right, so this next activity is going to be your first small group activity. So you'll move into this after we have our halftime break, and we can show the memory verse to them. This one's called Foundation Nuggets, and it is totally a part of your curriculum. So if you are confused at all by anything that I'm saying, please refer to your little curriculum DVD doohickey. But here's the gist of it. We're going to have the boys on one side of the room, as usual, and the girls on the other side of the room, broken down into two teams, preferably by Connect Group if it works out that way. And here's how it's going to happen. We've got two cones, one cone for one team, one cone for the other team. It was a cone. And they're going to be lined up behind their cones. This is a relay. There are pieces of paper at the opposite end of where they're playing from. Those pieces of paper each have a verse on them. It's going to be their memory verse for next week. All of the verses are different, okay? So each kid is going to get a different verse within your group. Here's how it's going to work. Each child, in order, is going to be going down to pick up one of those verses to bring it back to tag the next person. However, you're going to have to go from point A to point B in kind of a silly fashion. We're going to be providing you with some index cards. On each index card is going to be written a silly way that the kid is going to have to move from one place to the other. For example, it could say the kid is going to have to hop on one foot from one place to the other. And then it could say they might have to, I don't know, spin around in circles as they get from point A to point B and back. Once all of your kids have gone and they're done, the way that you know that they're done is they all have their verse in their hand and they're all seated on the floor. Whoever's team is done first is the winning team and will get 2 pieces of candy. Each child will get 2. And then the other team, the losing team, they will each get 1 piece of candy. Then you're going to circle up with your group and you're going to look at these verses and kind of talk a little bit about the verses, about the fact that these are God's word, that applying them to their lives is really going to help them out. Then we're going to move into our next activity.